I'm sorry I am so late getting to your paper too, but here we go. Your paper about vaccination. Although issues in biological sciences, as well as other sciences, are always censored strictly before applying to the public, many parts in these fields are not agreed by everyone. One of the most controversial problems that is related to biology is vaccination, which is using weakened or dead parts and genes of pathogens to stop spreading diseases. Indeed, vaccination is a tumultuous topic that is interested by a majority of people in recent time during the COVID pandemic. Okay. I'm not sure you need to really explain what a vaccine is. I feel like that's some kind of common knowledge stuff. So you might be able to start with this paragraph here, actually. Let's find out. Vaccination is training the immune system to recognize and combat pathogens, including bacteria and viruses. According to the How Vaccines Work article, people are injected with a small amount of weakened or dead molecules of pathogens, which are called antigens, into their body. So when you're describing where that injection is happening, when you just say people are injected, you don't need to say into their body because they can't be injected anywhere else. The only time you would talk about where that happens would be if maybe sometimes you have to get an injection in the muscle or you have to get it in a particular part of your body, but you don't need to say into their body. Thus, the immune system is taught how to fight back these harmful and novel molecules, produce antibodies, and remember them as an enemy for the future. Okay. In the future, if a vaccinated individual is exposed to these pathogens, their immune system will immediately attack these pathogens and prevent these molecules from spreading in the body and destroying cells and organs. In real life, vaccines do not work too effectively in just one individual. It requires an immunity in a community to protect people. I would make those two separate sentences. You have two complete thoughts there. In real life, vaccines do not work effectively in just one individual. The other thought is it requires an immunity in a community to protect people. And to connect two complete thoughts in English, you need comma and a word, like comma and, comma but, comma or, a connecting word. The other option, though, is that you can just split it into two separate sentences, which I think would work better here. Because some people, such as infants, pregnant women, or people with severe allergies, cannot receive vaccination, they need other people in the community who are vaccinated to work as herd immunity. To work as herd immunity. I don't think we'd say to work as herd immunity, but other people in the community who are vaccinated to create, I think is what we would say, create herd immunity, or like work toward herd immunity, something like that. Many types of vaccines may have different features, but they are all antigens injected to bodies without causing a real sickness. Each vaccine has different advantages as well as disadvantages. For example, according to the website Public Health, live attenuated vaccines provide an easy recognized simulation. We want to say an easily recognized simulation. So you're describing how it's recognized. It's recognized in a way that's easy. And to say in a way that's easy, we add that ly ending to words. So easily recognized simulation for the immune system to learn. However, because pathogens are living, it is not safe for people who have weak health conditions. Therefore, vaccination is a way to prevent diseases by teaching the immune system to fight back against pathogens. Okay, I definitely don't think you need that first paragraph. I feel like in the first paragraph, what often happens to me as a writer is I try to write an introduction, but then when I get to the end, I look back at my first paragraph and say, this first paragraph I don't need it and it doesn't work. That's usually what happens to me. And I think in your case too, you can just start with the second paragraph. Okay. Vaccination is still a controversy with many people, and each side has their reasonable stances. Well, I mean, reasonable. I wouldn't say, you could say each side has their reasons. But I mean, when you say reasonable, I'm not sure that I would say being anti-vaccination is reasonable, actually. Sorry. Vaccine can help to prevent being infected by bacteria or viruses, but they may cause some side effects and sometimes severe effects on people. Vaccines can help to prevent being infected by bacteria or viruses. Bacteria also? I'm trying to think of an example when they would prevent bacteria, but I'm not a scientist. Okay. Excuse me, use the correct spelling of effect, which is amazing. It's a very tricky thing. That's the right one, the one with an E. Besides that, vaccines can make people to be infected by that pathogen, though it's an extremely small probability. As reported in an article by Elizabeth Miller, vaccines are different from other medications in the way they work, but they still help prevent diseases. Some safety signals. So I'm not sure why you're saying that there. Because we're talking about people being nervous about how it might go wrong, and then you seem to be going in a different direction saying, oh, they're different from other medications. Some safety signals that can arise are reported and investigated seriously. Safety signals. If they're things that come up and are investigated, I would not say they were safety signals. I would say they are, responses, like patient responses or patient symptoms or patient side effects, maybe, something like that. On the other hand, many people do not believe in the efficiency of vaccines. Okay, so I think what you need is a paragraph that's just about people who believe in them and a paragraph that's just about people who don't, because it feels like you're going back and forth here. They assert that vaccines are not natural. You know what else isn't natural? My appendix ruptured when I was in first grade, and they did an operation, so I didn't die. I mean, I'm happy with that. It wasn't natural. And people should let their immune system fight back these pathogens by itself. People should let their immune systems fight back these pathogens by themselves. I think if you're going with people, so if that's a plural, more than one, then all those things should be plural. People should let their immune systems fight back these pathogens by themselves. If you made it all singular, that could also work. And then it would be, and a person should let, lately we've been using their in this case, a person should let their immune system fight the pathogen by itself. That would be all singular. So just choose which one you want to do. They both really end up meaning the same thing because you're just talking about what a person should do. But when you say a person, you really mean people in general. So you can say it either way. Some people think that vaccines can overload their immune system. Nice, very short sentence. That really helps your reader. Longer ones, shorter ones. Nevertheless, experts have pointed out strong scientific evidence against the immune overload hypothesis, and many epidemiological studies have shown no increased risks when people receive multiple vaccinations. You know, your personal experience really clouds things, but I've never had any reaction to any vaccine, and even my COVID ones, like I had no reaction at all. Just myself, which means nothing, but just makes me less worried about it, I guess. Many people are scared of getting vaccinated because some vaccines are not suitable with the habitus of some group. I think you mean maybe habits of some groups of people. For instance, in Japan, many people used to witness several cases of death due to vaccines. The reason was the vaccine was made in Europe and it was not safe with some Japanese. What? Many people forego different vaccinations because of the high risk of potential allergic reaction. We need more details about this thing in Japan. I've never heard about this before, so maybe like people who were Japanese were much more likely to have bad reaction to this because um, there is a lot of, what do I want to say, like Japanese people are, they're not, the United States has many people who are blended with all different kinds of ancestors, right, from all over the world. But Japan, of all, like, really does not. Much, much less so. So, yeah, tell us more about that. And why that's the case. When people are exposed to something they're allergic to, they can have symptoms such as runny or blocked nose, chest tightness, shortness of breath, and vomiting. Moreover, some people believe that vaccines can cause some unexpected consequences, including autism and chronic illnesses. Besides that, some people believe that sanitation and hygiene are the main reasons for diseases' disappearance, not vaccines. Thus, vaccination is a controversial problem that many people concern nowadays. Sorry, just doing a little time check. Okay. So we would say vaccination is a controversial problem that many people are concerned about. We always use concern with a to be verb. You are concerned about something. When it's by itself, it means something slightly different. Like you could say, like, concerning the virus, I'll tell you that it's very bad, or something like that. Considering all the different things we've tried, it's amazing that we were able to solve the problem. Something like that. But in the way you're using it, when people are concerned about something, it's people are concerned. People can't concern. Okay, another kind of usage ESL thing. Okay. Individuals have their own values that play a vital role in deciding to get vaccination. I think we would say get vaccinated. You receive a vaccination, you get vaccinated. Yeah. With any reason or value, people's decisions are made to protect their health, safety. With any reason or value, I don't know what that means. Therefore, the first value in this controversy is health. Yeah, with any reason or value doesn't work. I think maybe you're just trying to say something about how, people really value their health and safety, which, sure. People take actions to maintain their mental and physical health. They are always precautious with any healthcare approach. We would say they're always cautious. The other word, with the pre on it, we only use it as precaution. We only use it in that form. You take precautions. You wish you had taken precautions. But in this situation, they are always cautious. That's just the dumb way we do it. If people believe in the benefits of getting vaccinated, like preventing diseases, they will readily support vaccination. With people who are scared of side effects or risks of being infected by those own pathogens, I think we would say those exact pathogens, they may refuse receiving vaccines. Besides that, trust is also an important value in vaccination. I think that needs to be a new paragraph. Trust does not mean that people depend on vaccines without any reason. It is based on scientific knowledge and practical trials. Good. To make people agree to get a vaccine, scientists need to have appropriate research and experiments to make sure that the vaccines are safe and efficient. Okay. Moreover, they also need to have evidence and clear arguments to encourage people to get vaccinated. The vaccines that are approved to be used in public have to go through steps of evaluation and censoring by prestigious institutions. You do not mean censoring. Evaluating and... what do you mean? So censoring means that you go through something and you take out all the parts that are offensive. Like in a movie, you might go through and take out every time someone uses a word that's profanity. You take out all the goddams or the stronger profanity. So you don't mean censoring. Let's see, evaluating and censoring. Oh, new video.